Hello everybody, I'm Jeremy Rich, and tonight we're going to be covering the First Amendment in the Bill of Rights in my Bill of Rights series I'm going to do. I started doing this series because talking to people, I found that most people really have no idea what it says in the Bill of Rights, so I thought I'd simplify much of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read the amendment, and then after I read the amendment, I'm going to break it down to what freedoms are contained within each amendment, and then after I do that, I'm going to read some Founding Father quotes on it. And I realize that a lot of people don't particularly understand the language they used back then, so I'm going to do my best to break it down. If you disagree with my breakdowns on it, you're welcome to comment. So with that being said, let's get started. The First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people to peacefully assemble, and to petition the government for redress or grievances. So let's break this down. The First Amendment contains 5 rights within it. They are freedom of and or from religion, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and freedom to peacefully assemble / protest. They really go hand in hand. And last, freedom to petition the government. This would be signing your petitions, complaining, about any kind of grievance you have. Now let's hear what our founding fathers had to say about the rights within the First Amendment. Believing with you that religion is a matter which lies solely between man and his God, that he owes account to none other for his faith or his worship, that the legislative powers of government reach actions only and not opinions, I contemplate with sovereign reverence the act of the whole American people, which declared that their legislature should make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, thus building a wall of separation between church and state. That was Thomas Jefferson that said that. Basically, when you break this one down, it's each man's faith is unique to them. You're going to have as many different faiths out there as you have people. Everybody believes a little bit different. Government shouldn't make laws based on religious convictions or opinions. It should be they're basing their decisions on facts. So what it's saying is you need a separation of church and state because of all the different belief systems out there. If you just have one belief system running everything, you only have right to believe that one way. They're only going to decide that one way. So you really just need to keep religion out of government. The next one, the clergy, by getting themselves established by law and engrafted into the machine of government, have been a very formidable engine against the civil and religious rights. Thomas Jefferson also said this. It's saying that religious groups that have taken control over a government have violated many rights historically. Take the Middle East, for example. Okay, next, in those wretched countries where a man cannot call his tongue his own, he can scarce call anything his own. Whoever would overthrow the liberty of a nation must begin by subduing the freeness of speech. It's basically saying in the countries where you have a takeover that's happened, where they're no longer free, that the person or persons that did the takeover, they did so by limiting speech first and the right to protest and complain about the government. They silenced everybody, basically. And there's a whole bunch more quotes out there about the First Amendment. You can go online, look them up. And I'm trying to keep these videos kind of short, so I'm going to leave it at those. Just check back for part 2. It's going to be on the Second Amendment, my personal favorite. Good night, everybody.